Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, o anong oras yung napanood ating video. Welcome sa ating channel. And our lesson for today is about perpetuities. Again, this is your professor, Engineer Eduardo Tapia. Here's the definition of perpetuity: an investment asset that yields a specific return for an endless period is called a perpetuity. So a perpetuity is an annuity that has no expiration date. So as long as the payment is continuous, and that is what we call perpetuity. No? Kagaya ng mga renta, ah, mga dividends. So tuloy-tuloy na po ang bayad nila as long as they are connected, no, to that other persons, okay, or other company. So application of perpetuities in real life situations, because they offer a consistent income or cash flow for an indeterminate amount of time. Perpetuity are used in variety of financial institutions. So the following are some of the main uses for perpetuities. Number one, investment valuation. Okay, preferred stocks and government bonds with no maturity date are example of investment that are valued using perpetuities. So kung mayroong mga ibang mga preferred stocks, okay, and government bonds na tuloy-tuloy yung income ng government, no? Walang limit, okay? Hanggang tawagan natin yan hanggang infinity, 'di ba? So tuloy-tuloy ang income ng government as long as it is connected on that financial investment. So tuloy-tuloy ang kanilang income, no? So pwedeng equal payment or pwede ring mayroong growth, okay? It is also good for financial planning. They are crucial for long-term financial arrangement like pension funds and endowments. So, 'di ba? Halimbawa, yung pension fund ay patuloy na tinatanggap ng mga pensioners hanggang sa araw bago sila mamatay, di ba? O kaya yung iba maipasa pa doon sa kanilang mga kabiyak sa buhay, no? Yung mga asawa nila. So, tuloy-tuloy 'yon hanggang sa kailan lang mag-cut off. Kaya lang wala kasi hindi yung time kasi is indefinite, no? Corporate finance, businesses and projects are valued using perpetuities, especially when evaluating the long-term sustainability of investment. So may mga halimbawa yung may mga bagong inventions, and then nung pino-purchase ay hindi lang one-time payment ang nangyari, kundi pwede ring may mga yearly silang nagbabayad. O yung mga software, di ba? As long as you are connected to that software, ginagamit mo siya, so tuloy-tuloy yung pagbabayad niyo doon. Dividend discount model. This model calculates the present value of dividends that will be paid out indefinitely. So, kung mayroon ka mga savings, di ba? Minsan yung iba ay talagang kumikita ng dividendo. Tuloy-tuloy lang 'yon hanggang sa kung basta walang time limit. That is perpetuity. Real estate investment. Perpetuities are a helpful tool for real estate evaluation, because rental revenue is frequently believed to last forever. So as long as nandun ka sa space na yon, nagre-rent ka, so tuloy-tuloy kang magbabayad, di ba? Hangga't ginagamit mo yung space o yung lugar na yon. Terminal value calculation. A rising perpetuity model is frequently used to determine the terminal value in discounted cash flow o DCF model. Okay, this is the formula to find the present value of perpetuity. A sub P is the present value of perpetuity. Ang A ay the present value of annuity. R is the periodic payment. Okay, ang I natin is the interest rate. N is the total number of compounding periods. Ang T natin ay time in years. Example 1. Find the present value of the perpetuity and the present value of annuity of 1,500 pesos paid annually 14 years at interest rate of 5% compounded annually. So, ang given natin is the periodic payment. Ito, okay? O ito yung payment na binabayad yearly. ang ating R ay 5%, small r, no? Tapos, ang I natin ay 5% since yearly naman. Solution to find the present value of perpetuity. So, ang ating formula, A sub P equals R over I, and that is 1,500 divided by 0.05. So, ang perpetuity natin ay, present value of perpetuity ay 30,000 pesos. Okay? So, that is the present value of perpetuity. Now, let's look at also the present value of the annuity for 10 years. Okay, ang time ay 10 years, so therefore, ang N natin ay 10. So, this is the present value of annuity. So, ang atin pong formula is A equals R times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I. And that is 1,500 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.05 raised to negative 10 over 0.05. Ang answer natin ay 11,582.60. Okay, that is the present value of annuity. So, makita natin na yung difference nila ng present value, kung perpetuity ang gagamitin natin, mas mataas. Kasi ang perpetuity ay wala po siyang hangganan. No? Ito kasi, ang annuity ay mayroong term limit, which is 10 years. Okay, but perpetuity ay wala po siyang hangganan. No? Kaya medyo malaki po ang kanyang present value. Example number 2. Find the present value of perpetuity of 2,500 pesos payable quarterly with the first payment due at the end of 2 years if money is worth 8% compounded quarterly. So, ang atin pong R or the quarterly payment is 2,500. Ang small r natin ay 8% o 0.08. Mayroon tayong fictitious payment. Ibig sabihin, mayroong payment na wala muna, no? So, mayroon tayong 7 quarters na walang payment kasi ang start ng payment mo at the end pa doon ng 2 years. Ibig sabihin, pagdating ng 2 years, saka pa lang nagbabayad. So, mayroong 7 quarters na wala po tayong binabayaran o wala tayong nare-receive na payment, no? So, ang atin pong I ay 2% since quarterly, 8% divided by 4. So, ito po yung ating present value ng perpetuity. AP or A sub P is equal to R over I minus A. Yung A natin ay present value of annuity. No? So, A sub P equals R over I minus R times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative 7 divided by I. So, A sub P is equal to 2,500 divided by 0.02 minus 2,500 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.02 raised to negative 7 over 0.02. So, ito, kapag i-compute natin to, 2,500 times 1 minus 1 plus 0.02 raised to negative 7 over 0.02, ang sagot natin dyan ay 16,179.98. So, kapag i-minus natin to, that will become 108,820.02. Yun yung ating present value ng perpetuity. Okay? So, ganito po ang gagawin natin kapag mayroong fictitious payment po tayong nangyayari. No? Example number 3. Find the present value of perpetuity of 2,500 pesos payable at the beginning of each quarter with 8% compounded quarterly. Ito naman, ang pagbabayad ay beginning of each quarter. So, ang R ay 2,500, R natin 0.08 o 8%, and I natin ay 2%. So, the present value of perpetuities ay A sub P equals R over I plus R. So, R over I, that is 2,500 divide 0.02 plus 2,500. So, that is 125,000 plus 2,500. Ang sagot natin ay 127,500. So, yun po yung ating present value of perpetuity kapag ang start ng ating payment ay at the beginning of the quarter. Okay, or a beginning of the interval. No? Example number 4. This is perpetuity in valuation. So, determine the value of perpetuity if the company is projected to make 100,000 pesos in 10 years and the cost of capital ay 8% with a long-term growth rate of 3%. Ibig sabihin, for 10 years, dapat mayroon siyang 100,000, no? Na mangyayari, okay? O magiging payment. So, mayroong capital cost tayo na 8% at saka yung growth rate na 3%. Kasi, siyempre yung pera ay tumutubo naman yun, lalo na kapag sa bangko yung pera. Okay? Solution to find the value of perpetuity. So, ang formula natin, P equals R times 1 plus G divided by C minus G. So, ang C ay the cost of the capital na tapos ang ating G ay growth rate. So, 100,000 times 1.03. So, that is 0.08 minus 0.3. Ang sagot po natin dyan ay 103,000 divided by 0.05. So, ito ay 2.60 million o 2,060,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, in 10 years, ang equivalent payment natin dyan, no, na pera dapat ay 2,060,000. Okay, para magkaroon ka ng perpetuity na 100,000. Okay? Para makuha natin yan, halimbawa gusto mo natin magkaroon ng present value niyan, no? Kung halimbawa ngayon mo sa babayaran, ko-convert mo sa present value ng perpetuity. Okay? Kung magkano po ba yung perang yan. Okay? So, kasama na yung growth rate kasi siyempre tumutubo naman yung pera mo doon. So, kung may 100,000 ka, tapos gusto mo magtuloy-tuloy after 10 years na kikita ka ng 100,000 plus growth rate noon, ito po equivalent pera noon sa bangko. No, mayroon ka dapat 2 million mahigit. Okay? At from that money, mag-create ka na o mag-yield ka na ng 100,000 yearly. Okay? So we have growing perpetuity. So to preserve purchasing power over time, a growing perpetuity modifies the number of perpetual payments each period by a predetermined pace. As a result, a growing perpetuity will have a higher present value than a fixed or non-growing perpetuity. Okay, the present value increases with the growth rate of future payment per period. The growth rate, G, is subtracted from the discount rate, D, in the denominator of the expanding perpetuity formula, which is almost the same as the standard formula. So, ang payment kasi nagbabago rin yan. Hindi lang lagi constant. No? Mayroon ding increase. So, halimbawa, yearly, magbabayad ng 100,000, pero at the specified time, mayroon kasing, halimbawa, naging 100,001. So, o kaya 100,000 and 101,000. So, nagkaroon ng increase. No? Kasi nga mayroong laging may mga fluctuations o kaya mga inflations na nangyayari. No? Kaya doon papasok ang growing perpetuity. Commonly, nagbibigay din ng discount naman, no, yung owner, no, doon sa second party. Okay, number 5 example. Imagine that you are contemplating investing in a stock market set to provide ongoing dividends without a predetermined end. The initial dividend to receive in a year is amount to 5,100 pesos with an anticipated annual growth rate of 4%. So, kita natin na 5,000 naman ang kanyang annual na nakukuha, kaya lang mayroong 4% growth rate na doon sa 5,100. And your investment criteria demand a 10% discount rate. Okay, what is the present value of this perpetuity? So, check natin. No? Ang ating R, yung perpetuity natin is 5,100. ang discount na gusto mo ay 10%. Tapos ang growth rate na mayroon doon sa investment ay 4%. So, solution to find the present value of perpetuity, you have A sub P equals R over D minus G. So, 5,100 divided by 0.10 minus 0.04. So, that is 5,100 divided 0.06. And the present value of perpetuity ay 85,000 pesos. Okay? So, at 85,000 pesos, mag-yield ka na ng 5,100. Okay? So, kung gusto mo ng halimbawa, present value, kukunin mo na kagad yung pera, di 85,000 pesos na. Okay? So, these are the benefits of perpetuities. The following are some advantages of this ongoing payment. Number one, income stability. So, these securities give investor a steady stream of income because of their defined payment schedule. To have a steady cash flow is one that risk-adverse investors looking to. So, ibig sabihin, yung bang malinaw, tuloy-tuloy yung income, siyempre, yun naman ang hinahanap ng mga karamihan sa mga investor. Diba? Predictability for long-term planning. Investors can participate in meticulous long-term financial planning since fixed payment are consistent. Number three, investment portfolio diversification. Compared to other investment options, they offer a source of income that could be less volatile. Okay? Ito naman yung mga disadvantages, no? Vulnerability to inflation. Over time, fixed payment in perpetuities may be vulnerable to the degrading effects of inflation. Constant payment may become less valuable as living expenses increases. 'Di ba? Kasi mayroong inflation lagi eh. Every now and then, nagtataas yung mga prices. Okay, so pag ganito lang kasi, nakapix yung iyong perpetuity, uh, paano naman pag may inflation na? So baka hindi naman siya makasabay, no? O kukulangin na. Sensitivity to interest rate changes. Perpetuities are susceptible to shift in the current rate of interest. The value of current perpetuities may decrease if market interest rates rise. They become less attractive to possible investor as a result. Kasi masyadong nang tumaas yung interest, okay, at the market, so yung value ng pera mo, siyempre bababa na yon. So halimbawa kung 100,000 per year, tapos pala yung equivalent na dapat nun ay mga nasa 130,000 na dahil sa interest na tumubo na. So kung nasa 100,000 ka pa rin, yan nga, less attractive na doon sa mga investor kasi mababa pa rin yung return na nakukuha. And then, solvency concern. The issuer's obligation to make payments is perpetual due to the nature of this instrument. Okay? But if the issuer experience financial difficulties, so we have our activity to solve. Number one, imagine inheriting a parcel of land with a natural spring. Your choice is to lease this land to a bottled water company with an agreement to provide a quarterly lease payment indefinitely in return for spring access. The lease contract outlines that you will be granted 60,000 pesos every 3 months. Find the present value of perpetuity if the money is worth 8% compounded quarterly. Number 2, if money is worth 10% compounded yearly, what is the present value of 3,000 pesos payable yearly? Annuity of 50 years for 50 years and the perpetuity. Number 3, what payment at the end of each month forever can be provided by the endowment of 150,000 pesos invested at 12% compounded monthly. If money can be invested at 6.5% compounded annually, determine the present value of perpetuity of 15,000 pesos payable annually with the first payment due at the end of 3 years. Number 5, selling a new invented machine. The company offers a perpetual payment that will start at 100,000 pesos every year with a growing rate of 3% and a discount rate of 6.5% each year. What is the present value of perpetuity? Number 6, if money can be invested at 6% compounded semi-annually, find the present value of perpetuity of 8,500. A, payable at the end of every 6 months. B, beginning of each 6 months. And C, payable for 25 years. Number 7, what amount of money deposited 30 years ago at 4% compounded annually that provide a perpetual payment of 15,000 pesos per year? Okay, this is your problem to solve, and I hope you learned from this video lesson. Thank you for watching. I hope you please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Maraming salamat. God bless.